Hello everyone and welcome back. I have four small announcements to make while we're playing against GM Mega Zizi, who I believe we've played before. And he's entering my pet line, the F3 Nimzo. Probably my favorite line. So let's get on to the announcements. First one, my rating is 6 points higher in the previous video, as you can notice, probably. I'm sure you've noticed by now, but just mentioning the obvious. Second announcement. Okay, let's first explain the why my rating is higher actually, while we're both launching some main moves of theory on each other. So I accidentally started the game without recording against a high rated opponent, and I realized it and decided not to play the entire game and offered a draw. My opponent kindly accepted, and therefore my rating is higher. Mystery solved. Now, second announcement. You guys chose game analysis from my 1000 subscribers video. Remember, I made a poll for you guys to choose from, and I went through all of your different suggestions. I have to mention that most of you didn't follow the instructions of just posting numbers. Many people just basically wrote a decent amount of text, and only then, or sometimes in the text, mentioned what was their preference. It wasn't so easy, but I read all of it. And let's make a rook lift to g2. And the conclusion was that you guys prefer game analysis. And it doesn't mean I won't do the rest, just that the emphasis in the next 2 or 3 months will be on game analysis in addition to blitz. I'll definitely do the other things when I get the chance. So whatever it might be, if it's fun bullet streams if I'm in the mood, or any chess variants, or any live streams, and tactics trainer if I feel like it. To be honest, I want to see if I get more demand for it, but I was pleased to see that many people actually included it in the votes. So overall, I'm quite happy, and analyzing my games will be the one will get the most attention. Hope you guys are not too disappointed with your own choice. And let's go straight to the other two announcements, which are far less relevant to anything. Just announcing that some things in my house are broken. I don't even know the reason. So let's put my king somewhere in case I push e4. So the mouse, this faithful mouse you'll see over here, this guy over here, is I played with him yesterday some blitz without recording, and somehow I like to refer to it as broken. It's still working, but like every time I click it, for example, if I click it and drag the bishop all the way to h7, somewhere along the way the mouse would just drop the piece randomly, and it would cause me to actually lose a few pieces this way, and I was very disappointed, and I thought I wouldn't be able to actually record videos well. But today it seems to work a little bit better, so I'm optimistic for the moment. But not about my position, unfortunately. Let's go g5. So for now the mouse is working, but the result of it being broken was that I found myself for the next hour reading. What is that? Wow. It's either bad or brilliant. I don't know. Rook e3 followed by queen f4 is this idea. Mega Zizi, you're a naughty grandmaster. Queen c3 prepares bishop h7 as well. Okay, looks good. So back to my broken mouse research. For the next hour I looked at different mice and read some different posts. I googled which mice does strong bullet players use, and some gamers. And well, I can't say I'm an expert on the topic by now, but I did find out which mouse Naka, which is a short for Nakamura, uses. And well, I didn't ask him personally, so maybe I can't really verify it, but a person in some thread on chess.com mentioned that he PM'd, private messaged Nakamura, and that he found out what mouse he uses. In addition, I asked some friends which type of mice they use. So my mouse is not broken at the moment, but I did get an idea of which possible improvements I can get. And I'm looking forward getting them. Actually, I already ordered one, so we'll see the result soon enough. Position in the meantime slowly improving in my favor. I'm currently an exchange up. And my fourth announcement for this video is that even less relevant, I would have to admit. My lamp, I can't even demonstrate it. I have to drag the entire computer. My lamp over there, the one that sheds light on my face, and was broken once again, or overheated, however you say it. Should I give the piece? Looks like giving the piece can't harm. Should work out well for me. I wanna suck the piece. h6 is also tempting. And doesn't have a threat. Let's go h6. Why sacrifice when I can just attack for free with an exchange up? So, he wants to take it. If I go knight f6, he might have a defense. So maybe I defend it somehow, or I attack nevertheless. I think I can go queen d3. Should work. What's the simplest way to victory? I want to protect this guy. Okay, I'll just go bishop e4, preparing hg. Kind of betraying this pressure on b3, but for the moment I don't need it if I can get hg inside and knight f6 check. We are approaching time pressure, so I'll mention what happened to the lamp that overheated. I obviously changed it, but instead of the yellow light, if I'm not wrong, if this is how it's called, I have a different type of light, sunlight or whatever. So that's very important, right? It's gotta be. I don't have time. Okay. Sacrifice. It's time to sacrifice. Ah, it goes here. Okay, I'll have to take something and try to continue the attack. I'm not sure if I have a threat right now, but I want to prepare some idea. And in time pressure it might work. It's related to rook g7, but that's all I can say right now. Oh, he gives me the piece just to give a check. That can't be bad for me. Shouldn't be.
Check time warning.
Mate is threatened. Another mate.
Check.
My opponent has severe time pressure for now.
Check. Black.
And I won on
It's
time.
on time.
Yeah, it's not as winning as it was, but this was just a pure time scramble. So, as mentioned, I have a different type of light. Let's go through the game. I wonder if now I have white instead of yellow. So, we had my favorite Nimzo f3
Check.
over the board. He played castles, which is one of the principal lines. I recall Carlsen
Check.
playing knight h5 in this position in one of his recent attempts. So, d5 is not considered to be very principled because I can get this knight e2 g4 in, followed by some potential for attack with knight f4 and so on. Curiously enough, as far as I can remember, computer likes this type of positions for black, and he can't sense the danger of these pawns approaching the black king. And especially something I like a lot about this position, and is that the entire second rank is vacant, and I'm sure I mispronounced this word, but it's vacant, and I can simply go with this amazing maneuver, rook a2 to g2 or f2, and then start attacking, and I really love it. One time I even managed to put rook a2, rook f2, and then castle into a doubled rooks. I don't think I've ever seen such an example except for this line. So now I get this nice position, queen b6, h4. I'm not sure if I played correctly, but until this point it feels like I didn't do anything wrong and that I should be having the initiative. So let's turn on the engine and see what I might have done wrong from now on. So in this position, queen e1 is the suggestion, but it's not the most human move. King h2 is what I played. Trying to dodge this diagonal and hoping to attack later on. Yeah, probably wasn't the best. Here I thought he might want knight g6, so I prevented it with h5. And once again, king h1 to avoid the pin. g5. And somehow, as computer mentions, black should be close to fine after knight e6, but I don't believe it. I mean, over the board practically white seems to be the one who's pushing, and black doesn't have any clear plan on the queen side as far as I can tell. Rook takes e1, I think was a little bit of panic from black, and just proves my point. These pawns and this with these three pieces behind them, supporting them, are very scary, at least optically. So he chose to try to force the game with this sequence, and only to realize that after rook e3 that he probably planned this bishop h7 check. Yeah, now in this particular position, just rook b1 would win the piece and the game on the spot. I missed it. Knight takes d5 is what I played. And here queen d3 is something I saw, but for some reason I wasn't convinced by it. And I really can't say why. I think I even was about to play it when this position arose. So queen h7 is just a big threat, and after knight f8 I can just go knight f6 check and probably win on the spot. So there's no reason. h6 is not so bad, but here I hesitated for a long time. Knight f6 check would just end the game. Why? gf, gf, king h8, and I have queen d3. In the game I played bishop e4 first, and now knight b4 is too quiet for me in this situation, especially with the time pressures. So I wanted to win rapidly, and I used this idea, which ruined my advantage if I had found queen a5. Quite an amazing idea actually. If I take the piece, you can get a perpetual check with queen h5. Queen f8 was a blunder, giving away the piece to try to simplify. And here rook h7 would have been amazing, yeah. Followed by queen c2, queen h2 if... Yeah, winning the queen after queen g6. So f4, just a random stabilizing move. And my position is quite winning, but we had such a major time scramble that... I mean, I can't really blame myself for the horrors that took place. And I won. And yeah, now rook b7 is apparently winning for black, quite interesting. what I did to my position with this move. And now it's already a draw.
Check.
But fortunately for me, here his time ran out. And yeah, we march one step closer to 2500. Right now we're 2467. I hope you enjoyed watching this game and learned something from it. And if you want to learn some more, then keep watching the next videos.